Good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Let's hang out here for a couple of minutes. Hello, good morning. Where are you tuning in from? What's your name? Aquila, hello, good morning. Hello. Thalisa Flair, hello. Hello, Thalisa. Where are you all from? Sophia, oh, hello, Sophia. Akasha, good morning. Little surprise live. It's been a long time. The aging has occurred from previous lives that we used to do. But that's okay. It's part of this existence. The kids are wild this morning, Sophia? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And they have every right to be. Because you only get to be a kid. Well, you can be a kid forever, but you get away with all the nonsense when you're younger. Yes, hello. Where is everyone from? We got Wisconsin. Raja from Wisconsin. What's that brewery that's famous in Wisconsin? A couple of friends of mine brought me some beer from that famous brewery. It begins with the B? Amazing beer, by the way. Probably some of the best beer I ever had. Yeah, good to see you guys too. Aquila's in Florida. Aquila, that's where I am at the moment. If you notice, that's Miami in the background. I mean, obviously that's just a print. But I'm here in sunny Florida myself at the moment. Thalisa, you helped me in prison. I'm receiving everything. Fantastic. Yeah, did you know the prison system that you got to listen to me through, if it's the same one, they totally hijacked my entire YouTube channel. And then I believe they would charge you inmates for access to that content. They totally didn't even ask me. But hey, if I'm here to help anyone around the world for any reason in any way, I'm all for it. So I appreciate that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So it's all good to me. Atlanta, West Palm, yes. Remember that they closed down. Something Bar and Grill. The Russian barbecue place, amazing food, but they closed down. I went there once because they were on Diners and Drives, and then they were closed a few months later, but that food was fantastic. Any good Chinese food down there in West Palm? I can't seem to find anything remotely close that is that of what I'm used to back up in Boston. Delisa, yes, then they did charge. I know they did. Delisa, people are sleeping on you. I know. All right, guys, so I just came along live for the first time in a long time just to see what's up. I mean, obviously, it's been a while. So how's life going? How's manifestating going? How's energy going? Let's go back until, say, before COVID, up until now, in addition to this disastrous economic nonsense that we're all being forced to deal with as well. Is there anything going on? How has your mindset changed? Is there any new desires and wants or things that you want to achieve or manifest, or techniques you want to talk about, or things you want to dive into, or any kind of rabbit holes you want to jump down to on how things are nowadays? Because the manifesting, the energy of decoding has kind of shifted a little bit. We can talk about that a little bit if you guys like. But go ahead and drop a question of some sort, and then we'll do what we always used to do, get the conversation flowing, because I didn't have any plan on talking about anything coming live. And look at this. Definitely aging here. Throw something at me. Question, comment, observation. Let's see what we can talk about. Come on live more? Yeah, I know it's been a while. It's been a minute. I know. And I really enjoy doing these lives too. So everyone tuning in, where you from? What's going on? Any questions, comments, observations you want to stimulate a conversation about, go for it. And if I have some real life experience on it, we can dive into that talk. I think your old videos I listened to set me up for life. I am amazing, terrific, Aquila. And if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Fantastic. Yeah, the old ones See, when I first came on the scene, right? It's been over 12 years already, believe that, you guys. But back then, before algorithms ran YouTube, it was actually organic. If someone liked your video and then they wanted more of it, YouTube showed them more of you. And so the older videos still to this day get tremendous recommendations because it had such a strong foundational input on that data. But now with this algorithm stuff, if you're not consuming 100% of it, if you're not clicking on the thumbnail within 3 seconds, if you're not retaining, commenting, engaging, sharing, posting, it just like throws you to the bottom of the internet. And if you all go to my channel recently, I've uploaded over the last year some of the best content of my life. And as far as a performance standpoint goes, it's all about the metrics now, which is kind of nonsense because it's not about who genuinely wants to watch and learn things anymore. It's all just about processing the monetization and the money and all that stuff in the world of YouTube. But some of the meditations I put up the last year, even the content I've continued to put up over the last week, a lot of people say it's some of the best work of my life. So you might not be seeing it or being shown to you like you were years before. So make sure to go to my channel, check out the new content. You're going to see a ton of stuff. There's a bunch of short talks. There's some speeches. There's some videos. There's a bunch of meditations. There's everything under the sun. So make sure to go all check that out. Anyone else with a question, comment, observation, so we can jump into some topic? Fire me up. What do you want to talk about? Let's go. And also, too, everyone tuning in, make sure to check out the new headquarters of everything Paul Santisi. We went from paulsantisimeditations.com and we shifted that up to paulsantisiuniverse.com. So make sure to check out paulsantisiuniverse.com. There is so much information out there. There's my entire backstory. There's interview, there's motivational videos, there's music, there's a ton of free audios, there's all new content, there's sections, there's categories, there's case studies, there's testimonials, there's everything you can imagine. And I finally was able to put all of this content into one place. So make sure you guys all go check that out. paulsantisiuniverse.com. And at least get all access to all the free content, the free audios that are there as well, that are not on YouTube. All right, anyone, question, comment, observation? And also, too, with the lives, if you're not going live consistently in the world of YouTube, then they show it to a few people. And then if the few people don't click on it, and then it's such nonsense now. However, if you promote it and pay anything, they'll put you in front of people. So it just kind of shifted. We just got to get back into the swing of things and adjust and adapt and persevere and move forward. And in the end, everything will always work out to our advantage because that's just how it rolls. Aquila, which one of my old audios, any one of those stick out? Any names you remember? Let's see, Sophia, I've been living all my dreams, having children, traveling, getting a double doctorate to become a practitioner in holistic naturopathic. I'm happy and living the life I've always wanted to. Fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, Sophia goes way back, Sophia. I think Sophia's back from the beginning of the beginning. I think she popped up on, within the first 1 or 2 meditations. I think she started commenting back then. Yep. Anyone else? Question, comment, observation on what's going on, how things are going, how life is, how you want life to be, what life is or isn't in this world. God, this little light behind me is hot. Why is this light so hot? I thought LED lights weren't supposed to give off massive heat. Let's look. A little blue? Yellow. I'm already yellow enough. That one looks the best, but that's hot. Anyways. All right, anyone else? Question, comment, observation, anything you want to talk about? Otherwise, I know people like to come live and they go, ba, 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 ba. I don't have any ba, ba, ba. So I'm engaging with you guys so we can actually engage in a conversation that others, we can all benefit from. I know, what's up with everything nowadays, huh? Anyone? Question, comment, observation? What do you say? What do you say? I'm on my third cup of black coffee for the day, because that's how it is. And I'll tell you guys, I was down here recently for that hurricane a couple of weeks ago, and where I am, all those tornadoes broke out. And I got to tell you, I was in the kitchen, and I don't know if you've ever been in Florida when there's tornado warnings, but the TV comes on, the weatherman starts screaming, they're showing all you these red dots, and they're zooming in to streets, and all the voices come on, hunker down, getting your safe space, getting your safe space. And I'm in the kitchen, and I'm making some chocolate chip bread, and the TV starts blowing up, and the phone starts going off. And there were so many tornadoes and warnings. And my neighbor, he was driving his wife down to West Palm, down in Aquila's area. And on the way back, he actually filmed the tornado on the highway. And I did put that up as a short. And then that cloud went right around where I am. And I got to tell you, it was ominous. It was a very unique experience. And that tornado did touch down. It did do some damage. It took out some people not far by. And that was a wild experience. Yeah, so if you're ever down in Florida and the phone starts going off, it's like, whoa. But the phone kept going off and going off and going off. It was bizarre. Anyone else? Question, comment, observation? Anything you want to dive into? Any world topics of astral projection, dreaming, energy, focus, minds, confusion, clearing, anything like that? Let's see, Aquila. I have a son that I'm always trying to guide. He's 17. He thinks he knows everything. How do I guide him softly? Good question. You need to elicit a reason within him. Because remember, every time when you give someone the right to say no, you give him the opportunity to say yes. So he's only going to say yes when there's a reason for him or a feeling for him to want to say yes. So it's not, you need to listen to this, go listen to this, stop doing that. That's not going to work. It's, what do you want? I want this, this, and this. Well, listen to this and see what happens. You never know. And approach it softly. Yeah, just like you said, how do I guide him softly? You got to elicit his why. Why does he want to improve? Why does he want to magnetize his vibrational offering to the world? Why does he want to live his life? What does he want to experience? And why? Remember, it's all about the why. Why? Why? And right now, the world of manifesting, the energy of what's going on is, yes, you have to know what you want. You have to know why you want it, sure. But the focus is the feeling of having it. It's running the movie. It's seeing it, feeling it, tasting it, touching it more than ever. Because before you could put a command out, an idea would come in, you would act on it, you get all these results. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing law of attraction. This is the simplest thing in the world. And then we'll say, since COVID now, things shifted, okay? So you really got to really hone in on the feeling, and really drive that home more than ever. Like nuts. Like you got to be creating mental movies multiple times a day, going into delusional state of bliss. And then when you do that, that's when you can really start pulling again on this frequency. But yeah, the energy, the frequency stuff, it kind of shifted a little bit, but that's fine because things change in time and you always got to be willing to adapt, to learn, and to move forward, right? So you can't just keep beating the same old drum and expecting a different sound. You got to get a different drum, or you got to tighten the drum or loosen the drum or use a different mallet, whatever you use to hit the drum, or drum stick. And then you can really start to get some better fruition on your desires, we can say. Anyone else? Question, comment, observation? I'm going to stick around for, we'll say, 20 minutes. We'll keep this nice and short, and then I'll pop back on in the next day or two. Anything else? Any other ideas, topics, questions, emotions, feelings, ideas? Any other types of meditations you would like me to create? Any new topics that I haven't covered that you would like me to dive into? Is there any kind of short talks or inspirationals? Anything? What is it you guys are desiring? What is it you're desiring to keep improving your life upon? Like, what's next? All right. You know this, and this. What's next? What is that? Anyone else? Question, comment, observation? Someone's got to have a question, a thought, an observation. All right, so who else have you all been listening to? Let me ask you that. Who else have you been gaining some valuable information from? Any other people out there that I could maybe reach out to and interview or do a co-live with? Anyone that would get you fired up to communicate with? Is there anyone else? Who else are you all listening to besides the content that I have out there? Who else is your go-to these days? Let's see. Dossi Meditations is good, but they are short. Dossi, I'll look them up. I've never heard of them or that person or whomever they are. Metterhue, hello. Before knowing manifesting, we have a car with 888 on the license plate. Awesome. Yeah, 888. A lot of people love numbers. They associate everything with numbers. There's a lot of patterns in numbers, a lot of energy and frequencies in numbers. Yeah, you can pull on that and dive into it and see what you can create with it. Remember, everything comes down to it comes down to your level of belief. And I know it's repeated and rehashed for thousands of years, but developing true belief, it's powerful when you truly feel the belief. And I'm not saying it's easy or that I'm a master at it no. But the moments that you can feel it, I mean, that's when things literally change within the blink of an eye. Belief. Now I realized about manifesting doesn't mean anything. It's a feeling. Manifesting is getting a feeling. And you can manifest the feeling without getting anything. You can do it all in your mind, which a lot of you can probably attest to this. You really, really, really want something. You really, really want it. You want it. You get it. And then you're like, it's not what I thought. So you can actually figure all that out now, today, after this live. And what you do is you just create a movie. Close your eyes and create a movie. See the scenes, hear the music, the opening scene, create it however you want and just envision that. And then as you create your own movies, you're going to get feelings. And then if you like the feeling, keep creating more of that scene. If you don't like the feeling, change the scene. And you can get a lot of tremendous benefit with that. Sophia, one kid gets every single thing he wants the second he talks about it. It's crazy. I think it's because I play these meditations and videos around them. Oh yeah, Sophia. If I remember anything about you, they are living and surrounding themselves with frequency, tones, vibrations, and affirmations, and chants, and commands, and blessings, and prayers, and everything else. Yes. Yep. It happens so fast. Yeah. But running the movie is fun. It's a good time, and we all run movies all the time. We just don't know it because the movies are full of stress, fear, confusion, uncertainty, and self-sabotage and self-criticism. Those are movies too. Play a new movie. And then you play it once and you enjoyed it. Guess what? You play it again. And what happens the second time? You notice more detail. And you do it again. And you process more detail and you get more of a resonated feeling. And you keep going and going and going. And then in a week from now or 2 weeks from now, At night when you go to bed, you close your eyes and you're running that movie and you are seeing details and you're seeing things in the background you never saw before. Because you're making it more clear, you're making it more real, you're turning up the volume, you're turning up the intensity, you're turning up the vibration, you're turning up the desire, you're activating the belief, you're activating the knowingness, and then you fall asleep, and then your vibrational offering is just going out like the sun to the universe. Your subconscious is like, woohoo, party time, we got all sorts of stuff to do, and then you wake up to amazing news or a great day by default. Again, it sounds easy, but it's not. It takes work, it takes action, it takes a decision, it takes commitment, and it takes observation and discernment. It takes a lot. There's no magic trick to any of this. It's who you become and why you're becoming who you want to become, and then observing that, and then continuing to pull on those threads of who you want to continue to become, or do you need to change, or do you want to change, or whatever it is. Just remember, in the end, everything will always work out to your advantage, because it has to. It has to work out. There is no worse. What's the worst case? You tap out? Okay, we're all going to tap out anyway, so it's really not a worst case. It's part of this experience. Anyone else with the final question? Otherwise, I want to keep these short, so when they re-upload, they won't be disastrously long. Anyone else? I'll do 1 more minute for another question, comment, observation. Otherwise, Santisi is signing off for now. And then also, too, go check out my channel. There's a bunch of new content. There's a ton of new audios. There's a bunch of stuff I've uploaded over the last 2-3 weeks. And it's all good stuff. It's different stuff. It's topics I haven't touched on before. It's presenting information in ways that I've never done before. So go watch it. And not only that, just please engage with it. Click the stupid thumbs up. Drop a comment. Do all that nonsense that YouTube thinks is important. Because unfortunately, that's just the way it is. All right, everyone. I'm tuning out. I'm signing off. I appreciate you. I will be back soon. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow we'll pop back on. But I appreciate you. I appreciate your questions, your curiosity, your honesty, and your time. All right, everyone. You know I love ya.